Hello, this is Crucien. I'm going to be talking about The Witcher 3. Sorry it took so long for me to make another review. I know it's been a while since I've made another one. Please forgive me, but I've been upgrading. I've got a new TV. I have two PlayStation 4s now, and me and my friend usually just try and get through as many games as we can thoroughly. So more reviews are coming. I think the next one's going to be Bloodborne. Also a great game. So this will be a more in-depth review about The Witcher 3. I had to really put a lot of time into this, and it's really hard with a full-time job and going to school. So I think I put like 100 hours into this game. I beat the main story. I completed every single monster contract there is, and I'm almost done with all the side quests. Well, there are a lot of side quests, so I'm going to retract that statement. But I'm just about there. I've completed about like 70% of all the points of interest. I've completed my Witcher gear, master crafted to the max, along with my weapons. My sign intensity is like 250%. So yeah, I'm at the end of the game, so I think I actually have jurisdiction on, reviewing this game in full. So this is going to be one of my longer videos, so I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. So first off, I'm just going to say what was wrong with the game, and there's only a few things, because this game was really well made, I have to say. First thing off the bat, frame rate issues. When you're in certain areas of the game where it's like really, really windy and raining in the swamps, you'll start experiencing the frame rate will drop to like 10 or some crazy shit. Probably not that bad, but it's still significantly bad when you're fighting a bunch of monsters. Another is like when you're in Novigrad, like the biggest city in the world. You'll start experiencing some major, very, very almost game-ending frame rate drops. However, if you just go right through, you'll be fine. Now they are still trying to patch that up. They just came out with a patch like today or yesterday, and for the most part, they fix it up. Second thing is the story. Now I know that you guys will probably be, kind of shocked. The story was, I don't know, it's been done several times before. You're a hero. You're not really a hero. They call you a professional, which is cool, But you have to help, find this girl, which is a girl that was that you helped train. She's like almost your daughter, but not by blood, of course. And you have to go find her, and it's really predictable. But it is a game where you make your own choices, and the story changes to what you decide, and they do a really good job on that. It's still, the story's not like awe-inspiring. It's not like The Last of Us. Like where the end is like, holy fucking shit. Now, I mean, the ending does have like its cool moments depending on what you chose. But, I mean, all in all, the story's alright. Now, it is a game where the story is pretty much, the side quests. And the side quests are pretty much the main part, making this whole game into a game. If that made any sense whatsoever. But, I don't know, the story was kind of lacking. Third thing, they have a few side things like horse racing. You have boxing, and you have the game called Gwent. A lot of you guys should know what Gwent is. It's just like a card game. That's not what's wrong with the game, though. That's a really big plus. However, I want to start about the horse races. I fucking hated them. Each horse race was it was just bullshit. In the very beginning of the horse race, they would start counting down, and once it counted down to 0, it would take you like 5 seconds to even start to race with your horse, because like there would be some kind of delay, making you so much slower. Plus, whenever I don't think it's like stabilized yet, because whenever you're on your horse, you get stuck on stupid bullshit. Like in the very beginning, you'll like start hitting the fucking pole next to you, or when you're racing and you have to like do a quick turn, it won't turn the right way. You'll go off the path and like hit something, and you'll get stuck there for like 10 seconds, and it's very, very, oh my gosh, it pisses you off. You do not want to do horse racing in this game. And one thing that I'm on the fence about, it's not really a pro or a con, it's boxing. You know, it's like a hit and miss kind of thing. Some boxing matches go well, you know, it's a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of fun, but there are aggravating moments. Like when you're away from the attacker, he somehow punches you still and it takes like half of your health. Like, it's like, what the fuck? I'm away from you, I'm like 10 feet away from your fucking fist and it still hits me. They just have to fix a couple of those little bugs. Plus, there are some matches where you get stuck on something, or you can't back up because you get, like, there's like some kind of invisible wall or something. And no, it's not, you know, oh, I'm out of the arena bounds. No, it's just something makes your character stick to something and you can't get away. But those are just a couple gripes I have. Not as big as my pros. This is how great this game really is. So let's talk about some of those things. So now on to the pros. I'm sorry about the weird video quality. There's that pink box right there that keeps getting in the way of my broadcasting. I'm sorry about that. I didn't notice that was there until after I was looking at the video. So now I'll be discussing the pros. I'm going to split this into a few different parts, so it's not one long rant. The first couple things about why this game is so good, and why I do recommend buying this game immediately for the PlayStation 4, because the Xbox sucks. I'm just kidding. The game is very, very long. You know, they say about 200 hours. Now I have like 100 hours into it, but I see how you can easily drag that on. Especially because I'm going to start playing the Death March, the highest difficulty, next. Because I just finished it up on the third difficulty. It's not called hard, but you know, it's the hard difficulty, but not the hardest. But there is a lot of content. That's why I retracted my statement earlier about almost finishing the side quests. I don't know if that's even possible. But yeah, there's a lot of side quests and there's a lot of points of interest. The points of interest, you know, are everything with a question mark on the map. And there are a shit ton of them. Which is why I like the game a lot. There's so much to do, so much to see, and so many new creatures to defeat. Now, I have defeated every single creature, and it took a while. And you're not going to defeat them all by just doing the main story. The Witcher contracts open up new creatures, and you'll be amazed by the amount of oils there are to put on your weapon. Like, there are a lot of different kinds of creatures out there in this game. Another thing, the graphics. Graphics are amazing. Probably one of the best I've seen in a video game that's not PC. The PS4 brings a whole new definition to next-gen gaming after this game. Like, this game, along with The Order 1886, they are both magnificent-looking games. Now, The Order sucked. I wouldn't spend $60 on that. Don't buy that game. Unless you pick it up for like $5, then go ahead. But as far as The Witcher 3 goes, the graphics are incredible. Other than the frame rate issues, which you will probably encounter, the game is just, it's magnificent. And then the next thing, sound. The soundtrack is unbelievable. They actually give you the soundtrack when you buy the game, which is, I love when companies do that to their consumers. You know, they add in a couple things here and there, the soundtrack and the map. But the soundtrack is phenomenal. When you're playing through the game, like when you're going through like a serene forest and you just hear like the echoes of the music come in, you're just like, you just want to stop and just like look and just feel what the game really is trying to make you feel, and it's so incredible. I even downloaded all the songs on my phone just to listen to them again, because they did a really good job. You can tell that they put a lot of heart and soul into this game. And it's not a game that they rushed it into, you know, like, they made sure this game was ready before they launched. And another few things that they've done right with this game was the mission diversity. You weren't doing the same missions over and over again, like protect A while B is, there's none of that bullshit. There's a lot of monsters to kill. You have your contracts, you have regular. You can just be traveling alone and see like some random quest that you want to pick up. Something from like herbs, like collecting herbs, to actually like saving someone from a griffin attack. The missions are very diverse and it's very enjoyable. Another one is the contracts were really awesome. To me, the contracts in Gwent were my favorite part about the game. Gwent is that card game that got introduced with this game. I got the best deck in the whole game. I got just about all the cards. I think I'm missing like 2 out of all the cards you can have. I have all the commander cards. But yeah, the contracts were done really well. What happens is, there's a contract on Billboard that you take about some kind of creature terrorizing the village, or some creature took off a couple of their people, or some people are missing. So you have to go and hunt this guy down, and it's a different creature just about every time. And I don't know, just the way they did it, it was awesome. It was one of my favorite parts about the game. And Gwent, also very well done. There's just a couple more things. The magic in the game was pretty well balanced. I mean, the Witcher isn't supposed to be some kind of mage, he's not supposed to go around shooting spells and destroying everything around him. He's supposed to be a fighter with a sword. And you understand that with this game. And magic is not OP. Magic is more of a tool to survive. Like, for example, I did actually start the Death March, and you have to use that shield, like, all the time. The magic shield, not like you don't have a shield. But magic is a reliable tool to survive, and it's not something you should be using offensively. Now, there are, that fire attack that you do cast, and you can control people's minds. However, you're not supposed to be relying on that. And it's really well balanced. And one more thing is the characters are very memorable. I'm going to remember Triss Marigold. I'm going to remember, Yennefer. All the characters are really well done. And I'm going to be remembering them. So for this game, I will definitely recommend picking it up immediately. If you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, definitely get this game. It is better than all the other games right now. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you liked it. Subscribe and give me a comment or two. Thank you.